Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, let's make a nostalgic, delicious Puerto Rican cookie known as Mantecaditos. Let's get into it. So Mantecaditos are my absolute favorite Puerto Rican cookie. They're essentially a Puerto Rican shortbread cookie, and every recipe is going to vary. I have two old Puerto Rican cookbooks, one from the 50s, one from the 70s, and both of them vary drastically in their measurements. So I'm kind of just making my own, since a little fun fact, I'm actually really good at baking cookies. And for this recipe, I'm using 1 stick of softened salted butter, make sure it's soft to room temperature, and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. A lot of recipes call for equal parts butter and shortening. I do not like shortening. If you want to put equal parts butter and shortening, you may do so. And I ended up creaming the softened butter and the sugar on medium-high for 2 minutes. So the coarseness of the sugar creates little air pockets in the butter, and that's what makes it nice and fluffy. It should look like this. It should not look like wet sand. It has to look nice and fluffy like this. And the reason why I love using all butter instead of shortening is because it just gives it a really delicious, rich flavor and texture. And then using my rubber spatula, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the sides of my bowl. Now, just an FYI, if you do not have a stand mixer like I do here, you may use a hand mixer. I've only had the stand mixer for a couple of years. My husband got it for me, and for many years, all I would use was a hand mixer, and it worked perfectly. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 large egg yolks. It is a good idea to make sure that it's at room temperature, that just all of your ingredients are at room temperature. That way everything can mix very well. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and a tablespoon of pure almond extract. This is not too much almond extract for this batch of cookies. I'm making like a smallish batch of cookies. If you want to add a little more almond extract, you may do so, or a little less if you're not that much of a fan. So after I added my wet ingredients, I'm gonna mix on medium-high for about 30 seconds, just until everything is nice and creamy. And if you want to add a couple drops of yellow food coloring, you may do so. The yellow food coloring is very common in like Puerto Rican bakeries, but you don't have to add it if you don't want to. All right, and after a couple of seconds, it's gonna look like this. It has a really beautiful, rich yellow color because of the egg yolks. Again, you can add a couple of drops of yellow food coloring. Typically, you're gonna see that in like Puerto Rican bakeries, like the Mantecaditos have like a very rich yellow color. But again, it's not necessary. I think it looks good, just like this. And yeah, on to the next step. And now that all of my wet ingredients are combined, in a separate bowl, I'm gonna mix 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1/4 teaspoon of fresh baking powder. All right, so now it's time to combine our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. Now for this step, you wanna make sure that you're not putting the entire flour mixture into the bowl. I did it 3 separate times. So I'll add a little bit of the flour mixture, turn on my mixer on low for like 5 to 6 seconds, and then that's it until it's like barely combined. You don't want to overmix it, because what ends up happening is if you overmix it, it will activate the gluten inside the flour and it'll give your cookies a cake-like texture, which I'm sure would be delicious, but it's just not the texture that we're looking for in a Mantecadito cookie. So Mantecaditos are, again, shortbread cookies. They are rich and melt in your mouth and so delicious. And by the way, random fact, Mantecaditos are not to be confused with the popular Puerto Rican and Spanish cookie known as polvorones. I used to think that they were the same thing, but they are not. The ingredients vary and their textures are very different. Mantecaditos are very rich and polvorones are very dry and crumbly, and they're usually topped with white powdered sugar. They kind of look the same, but texture-wise, they're very different. I think in the future, I'll make a separate video on those. All right, so now that everything is nice and combined, it's going to look like this. And it's time to assemble our cookies. All right, let's make our cookies. So the good thing about this recipe is you can add quite a bit of cookie dough balls onto your baking pan, and you don't have to worry about them sticking together in the baking process because they don't thin out while they're baking. So that's really good. And for some reason, I don't have a cookie scooper, so I'm just using this measuring spoon, and I'm gonna go ahead and scoop out about a tablespoon of cookie dough. And then I make a cookie dough ball in between the palms of my hands until it's nice and smooth. So I went ahead and I used up 3/4 of the cookie dough. And I'm gonna make my Mantecaditos very traditional by placing half of the cookie dough ball into this bowl of festive sprinkles. You can use any color sprinkles you like. If you wanna use these types of sprinkles, which are called jimmies, which I think is really cute. Or if you want to use the other ones, like the little bolitas, I forgot how you say them in English, like the little round ones, you may do so. So again, I just put like half of the cookie dough ball into the bowl of sprinkles, and then very gently with my hand, I flatten them a little bit to give them some shape. So you can make these thinner. I just like my Mantecaditos to have like a nice thick texture. I love a thick cookie. So yeah, they look so pretty. So I baked these cookies at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. So these will not brown. So you kind of have to use your gut instinct when it comes to cooking time. I found that 15 minutes at 350 degrees was perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the rest of my cookie dough. So for my remaining cookie dough, I'm gonna go ahead and make these Mantecaditos into Thumbprint cookies. I roll them up into a ball, and using my thumb, I'm going to make a deep depression. And I'm gonna fill them up with jam. So all I had in my fridge was strawberry jam, but you can fill them up with guava jelly, lemon, apricot, peach, blueberry, etc. You can also put a whole maraschino cherry in the middle, which is very popular and common in Puerto Rico. So yeah, so good. And then using the same baking time, I'm gonna go ahead and bake them at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. And after they are all finished baking, you want to make sure that you give it plenty of time to cool completely. That way the cookie can set. And if you use jam, that way the jam can set as well. And that is all for today's video. These cookies came out incredible, like as far as texture goes, as far as flavor goes, just amazing. Really hope you give them a try. And as always, if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and be sure to hit that notification bell. Until next time.